Marc Cox at 971talk.com/Cox.
When youth will pass away, what will they say about me? When the end comes, I know.
Talking to you, I have smelled alcohol on your breath.
I'm just saying. All right, glad you're back with us here on the show, and we've got lots to get to this hour, so stick around for that. Liz, let's go ahead and get to our guest, please.
Who is the man that would risk his neck for his brother, man?
Shaft! Can you dig it? Hey, Chris, how are you?
Good. Can we say that one of the greatest tragedies of rock and roll is when David Lee Roth left Van Halen and went on that solo career thing, whatever?
Yeah.
Just a gigolo, seriously?
You know, I am a big Van Halen fan. I'm a Van Halen fan. I'm a Van Hagar fan.
Right.
But quite frankly, there's a common denominator to the problems in that group. And that's the Van Halens.
Yes.
Right? Because they didn't want anybody to do anything solo, and when David did that, they fired him.
Yeah.
Which is, you know, I love Sammy Hagar's addition to that group, but I really don't ultimately think it was David's fault that the group fell apart.
What I hated when they brought Sammy Hagar in is they went to the electric drums instead of regular drums, and it kind of changed their sound a little bit. Did you notice that?
No,
they went to the
I
electric
guess
drums
so.
with him.
It was different, but it was good. It's all good. I don't think they made a song that I don't like, but that's beside the point.
Let's talk politics.
I think we should talk politics. I can talk sports. The SEC tournament starts tomorrow. I'm very excited about that.
Good.
Yeah, but nobody at home wants to hear about that. So you know,
the boys at school and
well,
so Mom
that's
doesn't
all right.
want to care about. Care about that.
Nobody really cares about that. I mean, it's going to be great if the streets are going to be crowded downtown. They're going to be people. You know, the big schools, Auburn and Kentucky and Tennessee, of course, Missouri. That goes without saying. Their fans are going to be flocking in here. Arkansas fans to watch these games starting on Wednesday. So just be warned.
And the thing is, they're coming to town with this Kimberly Gardner-Greitens spectacle going on. I wonder if they saw that in the newspapers.
Yeah. Hey, did you see where the mayor of? It's funny that when all the headlines about the mayor of Nashville resigning today. Did you hear about this?
Yeah, I saw that.
Over her sex scandal.
I saw that.
Yeah, listen, hold on.
Well, my time today as your mayor concludes. My unwavering love and sincere affection for this wonderful city and its great people will never come to an end.
Yeah, so this lady's Barry is her last name. She's in complete denial when all these pictures surfaced to her and her head of security who had an affair, and then she got in trouble because he started making a whole bunch more overtime than everybody else, and finally it caught up with her, and she's resigning not over the affair but over the breaking the law by basically spending taxpayer money on her boyfriend.
You know, I'm not the smartest guy in the world, but there seems to be a common theme here between politicians and affairs, and they just don't end up well at the
well, they don't,
end.
but she was on the job when she did this. She's traveled to Greece with this guy and all this stuff on the taxpayer dime. I can agree with you more. But none of the headlines mention the fact that she's a Democrat.
Oh, they'll never do that.
It's just really odd.
Because it doesn't fit into the Me Too narrative.
No, it does not. But on the Greitens case, you texted me, I should say, some interesting information on this morning that I had not heard anywhere else. I already thought it was strange. It's well established from my point of view that this is a witch hunt. You've got a very biased individual elected on a platform of changing the criminal justice system, elected by people who are angry about the outcome of the Jason Stockley trial and the Michael Brown trial, sees an opportunity to take down a sitting Republican governor on 3-year-old accusations where there's no victim and apparently not even a photo. But, you know, the law being the law, she's found some sort of loophole where she could still talk a grand jury into indicting him. I thought it was garbage from the beginning, but now she's done something else. I mean, she had to go get outside investigators to even look at the case to begin with because nobody local had any interest in it. What did you find out today about what's going on in this case?
Well, what I found out was the gentleman that was the Harvard professor that she's brought in was involved with the Michael Brown case as an attorney. And he's also involved with a organization called the Jamestown Project, which is a George Soros, there's that name again, funded project. So, you know, if the prosecutor was not trying to make this look political, she did a horrible job of making it even worse now, bringing this guy in. I mean, you've got a case where, like you say, there's no victim, there's no evidence, but we have to bring in an outside investigator from Harvard and pay him $115,000 to investigate this. It just seems like extreme overkill.
Yeah, and I guess my question is, has she done that on any of the 90 or 100 outstanding murder cases that she should be spending her time investigating? Why would you not have? Yeah, okay. Why would you not have somebody on staff already that could do this? Why does she need this guy?
Yeah, for a case like this.
Right.
I mean, if it was
for an invasion of privacy case, nobody died in this. Yeah. You know, apparently there's not even a victim. So why would you need to hire somebody who worked on the Mike Brown case to come in? I mean, it completely blows any credibility she had, hopefully even in legal circles, out of the water.
And when I went to the press conference on Monday,
right.
You know, I'm not going to say that the whole press conference was a Black Lives Matter event, bash the governor, but it was about 80% of it. But there were a lot of themes throughout all of the speakers, and it seemed that this was a payback kind of indictment because Jason Stockley got off on his case and what happened to Michael Brown. And it just seems like, you know, these people got off, Michael Brown was killed, and we're going to exact the punishment on the governor with this meaningless case.
Well, and these were people that showed up in support of the prosecutor, right? Kim Gardner. Here's one of the bites that Chris is talking about. He went out and gathered the sound for us last week. Hold on.
And so we believe that the governor is subject to the same justice system that all of the citizens are subject to. The same justice system that failed Mike Brown, the same justice system that failed Anthony Lamar Scott. And so
Anthony Lamar Scott, poor guy, he's dead, and they're still getting his name wrong. But
But he got a proclamation from the city.
He did get a proclamation from the city talking about what a great guy he was. Yeah,
Donald's cook. He's one of the best on his shift, I think. That's not funny.
But you know, these are people who came out to support Kim Gardner, but spent their entire news conference attacking the governor.
Yes,
as racist, among other things. Listen.
I'm not here to deal with the guilt and innocence of Greitens. We already know who he is. We already know who he is.
Right.
You don't have to prove that he is a racist in a court of law. We already know that.
Come on.
You don't have to prove that he doesn't care anything about black people or poor people in a court of law. We already know that.
I mean, I guess the question is, what's that got to do with whether or not he took a picture of a woman he was involved in an affair with 3 years ago?
Yeah. And like I said, what I said earlier, I think this is a broader case of they're trying to point out that the justice system is racist, that these Michael Brown and other African Americans that were shot, you know, didn't get a fair shake with the justice system. And they're trying to say that if the governor is not convicted and he gets off, that's just further proof that it's unfair. I mean, that's kind of the signals that they're sending out.
And the danger you have when you live in that world is if you hang all of your hopes and ambitions on a weak case to begin with, you're going to end up being disappointed. Yeah. It happened in this Jason Stockley trial. We had people on this radio station, legal experts, looking at this saying they don't have much of a case here. The law is on the side of the police officer. Mm-hmm. There's a high burden of proof, and they don't even have. They have no evidence of a planted gun. I mean, we could go through all those arguments again, yet you had people in the Ethical Society of Police. You had some of the same people that showed up in this support of Kim Gardner protest a week ago, claiming that somehow this case is going to be the same as those, and if he's not convicted, it's evidence that there's something wrong with the criminal justice system. It's a weak case.
And, Mark, they were almost suggesting last Monday that if a verdict comes against the governor that they are not happy with, that we could see civil unrest because of that. So we're going to protest if the right governor gets off. We're going to protest if Michael Brown is shot by a police officer. We just want to protest.
Maybe they need to get involved in a protest, and they need to be led by the disgruntled ex-husband of the woman who allegedly had an affair with the governor. Where's he gone? Disappeared. I don't know. But that seems to be where all of the evidence stems from. It's just strange world is what it is.
I'm just wondering, you're not an attorney and I'm not an attorney, but your daughter's studying law. I'm wondering, can they compel her to testify? I mean, they can subpoena her, of course, but can they make her admit what they want her to say? That, yes, he did take this picture of me without my consent? I don't think
so. I think she just goes in and, pleads the fifth. Yeah. It's how the Clintons circled the wagons.
That's true.
I mean, I don't think so. I'll have to brush up on my my legal degree that I don't have. Yes. But I'm just saying that doesn't sound right to me. All right. A quick break. Back with more with Chris Arps. We'll get to your phone calls at 314-969-9797.
This is the Marc Cox Show.
And everywhere I go, people know the part I'm playing. Pay for every dance, selling each romance.
Air Comfort Service Heating and Cooling. Weather with Dave Murray.
There'll be some afternoon showers around late in the day. If you see a little snow mixing in there, don't be surprised. 49 and dropping during the afternoon hours. Tonight, with a mix of rain and some wet snow, 28 degrees will do it for the low. Wednesday, clearing skies, partly sunny, but it's a cold day on Wednesday, 39. I'm Fox 2 meteorologist Dave Murray for FM News Talk 97.1.
Watch the Marc Cox Show live on the Granite Transformation Studio Cam at 971talk.com/Cox. Log on to our website or use your mobile device to join the daily live stream and watch the show. It's the Granite Transformation Studio Cam at 971talk.com/Cox.
This is the